Everyone, welcome to AM Finance Academy. So today we are going to learn a very new topic and it's very important for you. So for every finance pressures and every students also finance students who are pursuing their academics career and also who are searching for the jobs, it is very important for them because they have to work with this also. They may have to work with this while working in the organization or any corporate sector, especially in finance sector. Okay. Also, the students have to learn this because when they will be going for any finance interview, they may be asked this type of question especially why, because leverage. I'm going to start today about leverage. What is leverage, types of leverage, and especially some calculation are there. Okay, so before coming to our topic, I want to say that अगर आप सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं तो जरूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, याद से सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और वीडियो को पूरा लास्ट तक देखिए क्योंकि ये बहुत important video. So watch this till end. Okay, so we'll come back to our topic. So I'm going to tell you about leverage in financial management especially. Okay, or leverage in finance. So what is leverage? Actually, if you find out the meaning of leverage in dictionary or something like that, you will find that it is a thing that give you maximum advantage. By using something where you are getting maximum advantage, that is leverage, or you can say the force which give you maximum advantage is leverage. Okay, so in finance part, coming to finance part, so leverage is defined as it is an investment strategy, we can say, by using which especially, or by using borrowed capital, especially by using debt to get maximum return against that. Okay, so that is leverage is an investment strategy. Okay, so especially in which we are using the outside capital or the borrowed capital or the debt capital or the debt, we can say, to gain maximum advantage out of that, or to get a better return, or to generate a better return from that, where we are not utilizing or we are not focusing here the shareholders now. So here we are saying that so leverage is something. So what is leverage? Again, I am saying you the employment of an asset on the source of fund. Okay, the employment of an asset, like the use of an asset and source of fund. Source of fund, I have said you, like equity or debt. Especially in this leverage, especially it is referred to debt. Okay, the employment of an asset on source of fund on which the firm or the company has to pay a fixed cost. So when company is raising money and against that it is giving something that is fixed in nature, like interest, fixed dividend, or something like that, that is called as leverage. Are you getting that? So by using some fixed interest or by giving fixed interest or fixed charges when the company is financing its assets is known as leverage. Okay, so here take an example. So from this you can understand what is exactly leverage is. So suppose a restaurant is there, a branded restaurant is there. It has its fixed cost, like it has its own building, that is fixed cost, you can say. Okay, it has its own building, infrastructure, furniture, all these things. So it is using the fixed cost. Where it is getting that? It is taking loan from the bank. Okay, in that situation we can say that that restaurant is leveraged. That is a leveraged restaurant. Okay, I'm giving you another example. Suppose a street shop is there. Suppose a pani puri wala, gupchup or pani puri. Okay, so actually he does not have any fixed cost, basically a very little amount of, like he needs only a trolley or something like that, or a bicycle for which it has to sell its pani puri. So it has no fixed cost or very little fixed cost, and it is not taking money from anywhere. It has invested its own fund and it is not borrowed anywhere. That means for that actually the pani puri wala has he need not give any fixed cost to anyone. Where in case of restaurant, as he has using the bank loans or he is taking bank loans for his infrastructure or his building, he has to pay a fixed cost to the bank, that is interest. Whatever the money he is taking from the bank, along with that he has to return also interest to that bank. That interest is fixed in nature, like 8% or 9%, whatever, as per the agreement, loan agreement. Okay, so that is leveraged. So using any type of fixed charges when you are financing the assets, that is leverage. So again, in finance, leverage is of two types. One is financing leverage, another is operating leverage. So what is operating leverage? Operating leverage is the leverage which is associated with operating activities. That is operating leverage. The leverage which is associated with the operating activities is known as operating leverage. The leverage which is associated with the financing activities, that is financial leverage. Okay, so what is operating leverage? So operating leverage means it is related to the operation of the business or production or factory or something like that. So I'm giving you the example so that you can understand. So the definition of the operational leverage, you can say like this: the capacity of a firm, to use its fixed operating expenses or fixed operating charges to magnify the sales, the effect of sales on EBIT. So I have said you EBIT before, that is earning before interest and tax, or you can say otherwisely it is operating income. The income we are getting from our operation of the business is known as operating income or EBIT before giving interest and tax, that is EBIT. Okay, so leverage is, operating leverage is the capacity of a firm or a company, like the company has the capacity of the firm to use its fixed operating expenses or charges. Like fixed operating expenses, like suppose company is buying a machinery or something tool that is fixed in nature, that will give the benefit to the company for long term. So that is fixed, you can say fixed operating expenses, not variable. Variable, like companies is buying raw material or purchasing raw materials or some loose tools, or we can't say that is fixed in nature. So fixed means machinery or land or building which will be used in the operation especially. So the capacity of a company to use its fixed operating expenses or charges to modify the effect of sales on EBIT. So by using the fixed charges, or by using that fixed charges, when company is getting or financing its assets, from that whatever the effects it is getting from the sales, that means that is the effect of sales on EBIT, earning before interest and tax, or operating income, or you can say profit. Okay, that is operating leverage. So kindly remember this: the capacity of a firm to use its fixed operating expenses or charges, okay, to magnify the effects of sales on operating income or profit or EBIT. Okay, so let us see an example. So I have said you before, the leverage is use of fixed charges. Okay, so leverage is of two types, that is operating leverage and financial leverage. So operating leverage and financial leverage. Leverage associated with the operating activities is operating leverage. It is leverage associated with the financing activities is financial leverage. So today we are studying operating leverage. So here, as you can see, the ability or the capacity of a company to use its fixed operating expenses or charges to magnify the effect of sales on EBIT, or that is earning before interest and tax. Otherwise you can say it as operating profit or operating income. So the formula of operating leverage, or the degree of operating leverage formula, is percentage change in EBIT by percentage change in sales. Percentage change in EBIT divided by percentage change in sale. So that means how much, according to sale, as per the sale, how much EBIT is changing is nothing but operating leverage or degree of operating leverage. So the other formula is contribution by EBIT. You must have read it in especially BCom, those who are coming from BCom or BBA background, I think you must have read it. That is contribution. Contribution is nothing, it is sales minus variable cost. Variable cost is what? It is not fixed in nature. That means we are incurring that cost on regular basis, especially buying raw materials, buying loose tools, or those which we are using in production on regular basis. That is variable cost. So when we are subtracting variable cost from the sales, that we are getting contribution. So the degree of operating leverage formula is sales minus variable cost by EBIT, or contribution by EBIT. Okay, just remember this formula: contribution by EBIT or sales minus variable cost by EBIT. So see here the example. Suppose a company sells its products, that is rupees 100 per unit, has a variable operating cost of 50 rupees per unit and a fixed operating cost of 50,000 per year. So find the various levels of EBIT from the sales of, if the sale will be 1000 unit, if the sale will be 2000 unit, if the sale will be 3000 unit. Okay. So see here. So the solution part you can see here. Okay. Suppose the company has stable sales of 2000 units. Okay. So as we have seen here, company sales revenue, that is 100 rupees per unit. If the company will sell its products or will have sale of 2000 units, so 2000 into 100 rupees, that is sales revenue, that is 2 lakh. Okay, so here the company is getting sales revenue, that is 2 lakh. It has a variable cost like that is incurring on regular basis, that is 1 lakh. Okay, so if we will deduct this from sales minus variable cost, we will get contribution here, that is 1 lakh. Okay, 2 lakh minus 1 lakh is 1 lakh, that is contribution. Okay, if we will deduct fixed cost from contribution, we will get EBIT. So fixed cost, as we can see here, the fixed cost is, what is that? Fixed operating cost is 50,000. Okay, so if we will deduct fixed cost from the contribution, we will get EBIT, that is 50,000. So fixed cost is 50,000, contribution is 1 lakh. So if you will deduct fixed cost from the contribution, you will get EBIT, that is 50,000. Okay, so when the company is, suppose due to some problem, the company sales go down or come down, okay, to 1000 unit. In that case, 1000 into 100 rupees. Sales revenue is 100 rupees per unit. So you can get here, so sales revenue is 1 lakh. The variable cost will be 50 rupees per unit. Here is 1000. 50 into 1000. That is 50,000. Okay, so sales minus variable cost, as you know, it is contribution. So contribution is also 1 lakh minus 50,000, that is 50,000. Okay, so after that, it has fixed cost. Fixed cost is mean fixed in nature, be it 1000 unit or be it 2000 unit, because we have already invested that, and that is not occurring on regular basis. Variable cost is occurring on regular basis, where fixed cost is fixed in nature. So here is, it remains also same. Here, see here is 50,000, here is 50,000, because it is fixed in nature. So 50,000, contribution is 50,000, fixed cost is 50,000. If you will deduct from this, we will get EBIT 0. That means the company is not getting anything. If the company's sales will go down or come down, go to the opposite case. If the company's sale will be rising 1000, that means it will become 3000 units. Suppose the company will, due to some problem or due to some good news or popularity or the demand of the product, company sales will rise, and that becomes 3000 units. Okay, so as we can see here, the company sells its products, that is sales revenue is 1000, sales its products 100 rupees per unit. So 100 into 3000, that is 3 lakh. Variable cost 150, 50 rupees per unit. So 50 into 3000, that is 1,50,000. Okay, so if you will deduct variable cost from sales, we will get contribution, that is 1.5 lakh. Okay, or 1,50,000. So 3 lakh is sales revenue, variable cost is 1,50,000. We will get contribution here 1,50,000. Again, if you are deducting fixed cost from that, fixed cost is fixed in nature. Here you can see 50,000, 50,000, and here is also same, because it is fixed in nature. So if you will deduct fixed cost from contribution, you will get EBIT, that is 50,000 from 1,50,000, we will get 1 lakh, that is EBIT. So see here, so company is using its fixed cost, that is 50,000. So we can say that that company is leveraged. When this 50,000 will be not there, we can say that that company is not leveraged. Okay, so it will be 0. So if it will be 0, so automatically the direct it will come to here. Okay, so see the effect. This is the sale part. When 2000, it is 2000, it is reducing down to 1000. That means it is reducing 50%. So when the sale is reducing to 50%, it also, see here, its EBIT was 50,000, but it's now 0. That means it is 100% reducing also. So when there is a fall of 50% in sale, there is a fall of 100% in EBIT. Likewise, here we can see when the sales is increasing 50%, 2000 to 3000 unit. Okay, so when the sales will be rising 50%, we are getting also EBIT. That is also EBIT is rising also 100%. That means when there is 50% rise in sale, there is 100% rise in EBIT. This is due to only fixed cost. So that is only due to the use of fixed cost. Okay, see here. In case of sale of 2000 units, when a company is selling 2000, suppose this is the stable sale for average sale of every year. Okay, so we can find out the degree of operating leverage is like this. Here you can see contribution by EBIT. I have said you the formula before, that is contribution is 1 lakh. Here see, in case of 2000 unit, it is contribution is 1 lakh and EBIT is 50,000. So 1 lakh by 50,000 is equal to 2. So degree of operating leverage will be 2. So when in case of 3000 unit, if you will divide, you will get how much? That is 1.5. Suppose this company has a degree of operating leverage is 2. Another company, it has a degree of operating leverage is 3. So we can say that the company which have the degree of operating leverage is 3, that is more leveraged company. Here 2 is, it is less leveraged than the other company that is having operating leverage of 3. So the more degree of operating leverage, the more the firm is leveraged, we can say, or operating leverage. Operating leverage is, we can say that it is otherwise known as business risk. So when we are especially using fixed cost, the company has business risk. So the leverage is good here. When the sales will be rising, so the operating leverage is also good. See here, you can see here the sale will be reducing 50%. Here the EBIT or profit will be reducing 100%. That means fixed cost is very bad if the sales will be reducing, and the fixed cost is very good. Like see here, the sales is rising 50%, we are getting 100% rise in revenue or EBIT or profit. That means leverage is good if the sales will be rising. Leverage is bad if the sales will be reducing. Okay, this is all about operating leverage. So today I have completed operating leverage. On the next part I will upload financial leverage. Okay, so I think you must have understood especially what operating leverage is. So in the next part I will tell you what financial leverage is. This is also very important. So financial. Okay, if you like this video, subscribe, share and like. And if you have any queries, comment down below. Before that also I want to say that I have already uploaded a lot 5 to 6 videos on meaning of finance, types of finance or types of financing, capital structure, financial management also. Okay, so all these things. So in the description you can get the link. Okay, you can watch that if you need. So today this is good. Thank you.